This is Will Davis with the Monroe County Reporter. Here are some of the top stories in this week's newspaper. A McDonough man is dead after leading Monroe County deputies on a high-speed chase on Monday. Damian Hamilton, age 25, was spotted on his motorcycle on I-75 North with his tag somewhat concealed. A deputy got closer to check it out. Well, Mr. Hamilton saw that as his need to run and fled north on 75, according to the sheriff's office. He took the High Falls Road exit, went all the way past the river or the Talladega Bridge, and turned around in the fire station, acted like he was going to stop, and then he didn't. He barreled back on High Falls Road toward the interstate, and a man was turning into the Sunoco station right by the river, and he tried to pass him and plowed into the truck and was catapulted over 100 feet into the air, landing near a dumpster.
I just seen him flying. That's all I seen, just flying.
Find out more details in this week's Reporter. A Culloden institution is closed. The Lockett's Country Kitchen has been a mainstay of downtown Culloden for 23 years. The owner, Fanny Lockett, is now 85, and she says she's had some death in her family and doesn't feel she can keep the restaurant going. She was willing, but the health department ordered her to make considerable upgrades to the kitchen, and she said she just couldn't do it. So Fanny Lockett is hanging up her apron, at least commercially. She says she'll still cook her delicious fried chicken, pork chops, turnip greens, and potato salad from home, but a Forsyth institution has closed its doors. The owner of the building, Sarah Jean Ray, says that she actually has a Mexican restaurant that will be opening there before July 4th. Find out all the details in this week's Reporter. An Albany man faces drug and weapons charges after crashing into a parked car on the Monroe County Courthouse Square on Friday. The man's name is Kelsey Rayner, 24 years old, of Albany, and he led state troopers on a chase down I-75, then took the Rumble Road exit, came back up Highway 41. Several motorists said they almost got hit by him. Pat O'Quinn told the Reporter he feared for his life, said one lady pulled over and was in tears, thinking she was about to die. He barreled at speeds over 100 miles an hour toward downtown Forsyth when state troopers pitted him, used the pit maneuver to spin him into a parked car, and he was arrested. The man was found with drugs and an AR-15 in his car, and he is now in the Monroe County Jail facing significant felony charges. Read all about it in this week's Reporter. The city of Forsyth is about to add a big new subdivision. Forsyth City Council unanimously approved rezoning for a 250-home subdivision right there on Thornton Road and Highway 41. George Imami, local developer, and Howell Newton, a retired yarn manufacturing executive, they teamed up for this project, and they say they'll break ground in about 4 months. They've worked with neighbors and the school board to try to make sure that they were happy, their neighbors were happy with the project. Find out more details in this week's Reporter.
I'm Seth Berkebaum. This is the Monroe County Reporter Incident of the Week. Man is tased after ambushing a deputy. A Monroe County deputy was headed out to an unrelated call on Mayfield Road on Thursday night. He was headed to the call for a dispute. When he arrived at the house, a man staying in a house nearby from Atlanta ran to the car, jumped on the hood, and then jumped on the windshield, cracking it. The officer attempted to tase the man, and the man pulled the taser probes out of his body. And then when the officer finally arrested the man, they asked him why he had done what he did. He said that he was trying to prove a point. When they asked what point that was, he said that he wasn't sure. The man was taken into custody that night. Forsyth business owner shields employees from troubled woman. Angela Martinez showed up at the Flavors Eatery on Powerhouse Road on May 15th, intoxicated and foaming at the mouth. She went inside to order some food and became angry when the food took too long. She then began yelling explicitives and racial slurs at the employees. Owner Chris Matthews had to stand in the hallway in between the kitchen after the woman threatened to enter the kitchen and kill his employees. She also had a kite string tied around her ankle in which her belongings were secured. Owner Chris Matthews gave the woman her food and then she was escorted outside by Officer Cody Maples, where he asked her some questions. She said that she was a prostitute and that a truck driver had dropped her off at near the Royal 7 the night before. She admitted to being drunk, and she also said that she used meth a few days earlier. The woman was taken into custody and cited with multiple charges, including terroristic threat and second-degree assault.
Chase of the Week.
This is Seth with the Chase of the Week. On May 15th, a 30-year-old homeless man was driving a 2011 Camaro down Interstate 75 headed south, speeding, when Corporal Thomas Haskins pulled up behind the man. While driving behind him, he could smell marijuana coming from the car, and he also saw the man throw a joint out the window. When he attempted to pull him over, the man began to flee. He reached speeds of over 120 miles an hour. Nearing the Rumble Road exit, Corporal Haskins pulled up next to the man to attempt a pit maneuver. When he saw that he was about to be pitted, the man pulled over and put his hands out the window. Corporal Haskins had his gun drawn, arrested the man, where he was cited for fleeing, speeding, littering, and many other charges.
Will Davis with the reporter. We've stepped outside because we are so excited to be joined by our Newsmaker of the Week, Rebecca Stone, president of the Forsyth Monroe County Chamber of Commerce. And I just wondered, Rebecca, is there anything going on in Forsyth this weekend?
I believe so. I just can't right now think of what it is. Maybe you can. Oh, it's the Forsythia Festival, the 34th annual Forsythia Festival happening in downtown Forsyth this Saturday, May the 22nd, and Sunday, May the 23rd.
This will be the midway, all the booths lined down Jackson Street. All the food, of course, you remember. It's been 27 months, can you believe it, since we've had Forsythia in downtown Forsyth, and kudos to the Chamber for making it happen after a COVID year. Rebecca, is anyone, some people are concerned, hey, is it going to be as big this year? Tell us.
We are looking at about 70 booths right now. We are still adding a few as they trickle in. So I think we're going to have a pretty good turnout this year. There is some spacing down toward the kids zone area. However, we are chock full up here of great new vendors as well as some of our old vendors that have been here in the past.
All the Greek food and all the stuff you love, the ices and everything is all going to be here.
Absolutely, yes sir.
There will be some kid events, although they won't have the big inflatables.
Correct.
They will have pony rides. They will have
face painting.
So bring your
Sand
kids.
art.
It's free to come to the square and then see what's here. See your friends and family and neighbors. It's Monroe County's biggest event of the year. It starts at 10 a.m. Saturday. By the way, look down here. It's Forsyth United Methodist Church. They'll have the Boy Scouts breakfast, pancake breakfast, to kick it off on Saturday morning as usual. And don't forget the 5K on Saturday morning.
5K Saturday morning at Fitco. Registration begins at 7 a.m. So if you haven't already signed up online, be sure to go there 7 a.m. on Saturday morning at Fitco.
You know, if you put some pounds on during COVID, this is a great opportunity to begin exercising and run that 5K, and that'll help you get on the road to recovery. Also, the cornhole tournament, that's hard to say.
Tailgate toss.
Tailgate toss will be right here near the kids zone behind Person's Bank where the farmers market is, and it's not too late to sign up for that.
It is not. We do have a few spots left for that, very few. But we thank the guys at Cannon Roofing for sponsoring that event for us, and we think it's going to be a very exciting event this year as well.
Way to go, Charlie Cannon. And if there's anything we're forgetting, check it all out in the official guide to the festival in this week's Reporter. Check it out, and see you Saturday and Sunday in downtown Forsyth.
Monroe County's #1 real estate company, The Brokery, now offers the full gamut of real estate services. The Brokery has long been a top seller and lister of homes, land, and real estate, and now they can do it all, no matter what you need. Renovations to prepare for a sale, the best mortgage rates from Prime Point Mortgage, listing and brokerage services to move property, all under one roof. From the real estate professionals at The Brokery, go to their website or find them right here in Forsyth on 30 East Johnston Street.
Happy Wednesday, y'all. This is Tammy coming to you from the Monroe County Reporter and WMCR studios. In this week's classifieds, we have a for rent inside the city of Forsyth limits. It's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $850 a month. Call 478-972-2834. We also have a motorcycle for sale in this week's Reporter. It's a 2018 GSX-R 600 in excellent condition. Only has 1,200 miles and $9,500. Call 815-540-7380. And also in our Help Wanted section, we've got Harvey's Plumbing out in Bolingbroke, looking for plumbers, helpers, and irrigation installers. Driver insurability is required. It's a smoke-free and drug-free workshop. 478-994-2803. This is one of many Help Wanted ads in our classifieds and all throughout the Monroe County Reporter this week. Thank you for watching on the classifieds this week. Y'all have a wonderful week.
Okay, Monroe County, the COVID panic has passed, and it's time to go to work. The Bible says if a man should not work, neither should he eat. And the good news is there are lots of great opportunities. Consider these businesses now hiring in our community. Zaxby's named one of the best employers by Forbes magazine. The Department of Corrections, headquartered right here in Forsyth, is a great place to launch your career. They have a great starting salary and benefits. Try these and more. Get to work, get busy. A community is only as good as the work ethic of its people.
Hi, this is Diane Gladwell from Monroe County Reporter. I want to tell you some of the things to be sure not to miss at this week's Forsythia Festival. We've been waiting for that festival. It's almost here. And I had the opportunity to talk to a couple of vendors that are going to be there that you really need to check it out, because these are some fantastic folks with some interesting products. Julia Young is coming to, this is only her second festival. She is a self-taught artist who has some amazing pieces of art that she just loves to create, from working with acrylics to three-dimensional things. She's inspired by everything from the sunset to the flower that she walks by and sees growing up a trellis. And then there's Jennifer Cochran, who has been to many festivals. She travels all around Georgia and beyond. She makes her products right at her home in Juliet, and she uses everything is natural. She wants to make products that won't harm the environment or the individual, and she is meticulous about everything she makes. She tries to keep it simple with not more than 11 ingredients. She makes soaps and lotions and essential oils and hand sanitizer and candles, and she's constantly expanding her inventory, and she has a lot to offer, so don't miss her at the Forsythia Festival this week.
Mike Jones here with Ken's. It's tax season 2021 and we make your tax check stretch. Middle Georgia's only in-store service, plus the best brands in the business, and 10, 20, and 30% off and free installation on all car stereo. Come see us at Ken's in Macon and Warner Robins.
Two twins with Forsyth roots have turned themselves in after facing murder charges. Divine and Divinity Taylor, both 19, are accused of shooting and killing a man on Zebulon Road at the Circle K back in late April. Their mother convinced them to turn themselves into the Jones County Sheriff's Office on May 6th. Shortly after the murder, the men's alleged home on Washington Drive here in Forsyth had been searched and under a search warrant, but they are now in jail facing those murder charges. Read all about it in this week's Reporter.
This is Tammy on the town with news and reviews. This week I decided I'd have lunch over at the all-new French Market, our newest restaurant on the square here in Forsyth. Just wanted to give y'all a little bit of a review on that restaurant. The food over there was absolutely amazing. It is a great addition to Forsyth and Monroe County here. I'm so glad that the owners over there chose Forsyth as their sister location to open this French Market. I wasn't sure what I was going to expect when I got over there, because You know, when I visited the French Market in Locust Grove, it was for a sip and paint party they had up there with my sisters, painted some pictures, and then came on back home. So appetizers and a glass of wine was kind of part of the package over there. So this was my first real sit-down environment in this restaurant, and I have to say, I was impressed. We have a fine dining establishment. You don't have to go anywhere to You won't have to go anywhere to get a fine meal in Forsyth anymore. It's one of many establishments here on the square with Grits, Morrow 41 down in Bolingbroke, and now the French Market here on the square. You have all you need right here in Forsyth. Y'all check them out.
During this pandemic, the Monroe County Reporter is committed to keeping everyone safe and healthy and stopping the spread of the virus. How? Well, did you know that the Reporter is not only a great newspaper, but also can be converted into a terrific mask that blocks out viruses and germs? Scientists have discovered that newspaper ink printed on paper makes it very difficult for viruses to penetrate through the paper to reach your mouth. So when you're done reading your favorite newspaper, wrap it around your face, slap on some tape, and you're ready to live again. Yes, when you subscribe to the Reporter for just $40 per year, you not only get a great read mailed to your home each week, you also get a new set of masks with the Monroe County Reporter.